Okay, guys, so I'm doing some paperwork now and things I have to do. I'm doing some catching up on some homework. So last night I was able to finish a video that I had, missed a class. I watched half of it last week and half of it this week. So I'm back to, perfect attendance after making up that class. So I'm working on that. I'm making some phone calls. I did call a pregnancy center in New York just because my son's over there and I'm thinking of him. But I did call a pregnancy center over there and I'm like, can you tell me more? Communicate, guys. Communicate a lot. Can you tell me more? Can you tell me, is it rough over there? Where I was calling. And she's like, have you been to New York? And I'm like, yeah, I have. And she's like, did you think it was rough? And I'm like, where I went by the Empire State Building and stuff, not too bad, not really. And she's like, people have a, perception that New York is rough. And I'm like, well, I went to hairdressing school and I had a friend who was from this part of New York, and yes, that side was rough. And she's like, well, yeah, there are certain parts of New York that are rough. So this is really where my heart's at, really is. So they have a bus that goes to a rougher side of New York, and the girls can get on there. They make an appointment, they know exactly where the bus will be. So rather than just getting on a bus and being like, I'm just going to walk on a bus where I don't know much about it, they have an appointment. And I'm like, how is the bus working out? I mean, are there a lot of girls open to this? How are things working out? So she was just telling me this, and I'm discreet when I talk about this because I have to be careful, but she was telling me about certain relationships they've developed. They go over there, they have a pharmacy that already has progesterone ready if needed, so a girl can come in if she already took the abortion pill and needs help. And it's just an amazing, amazing ministry. And they have a food truck that goes down there with them. They can use the bathroom at the pharmacy, so they have really good relationships in this particular community. And the bus, the food truck is just like, we're here to help you. It's um, a poverty community, and that is the place that I would probably be reaching out to as I get my social impact business going. Right now, I'm just working on the cleaning side. I did just invest about $50 a month now into my business of advertising. So I'm working on that, getting my business going. So I now have advertisement for it, which is in my targeted audience, which are the high-end houses over here. Very nice houses, people who make 200,000 a year or more, and they can afford someone to come in and clean. So I have that going, and then once I get my social impact stuff going, which this class I made up was about the social impact of your business. If you have a business, you have two businesses, they do exactly the same thing, but one gives back to the community, you're usually going to see nowadays that people are going to pick the social impact business, the one that has that. And so as I finish this class in August, my next plans is to take a college class on social impact that is being offered. So, so as I get my social impact ready, I'm hearing a lot of things through pregnancy centers, and I'm like, okay, this makes sense. And I'm asking a lot more questions than I think we've ever asked before. And I'm saying, how does this work? And do you have resources other than just, the normal stuff, which is great, but do you have more to help moms? So I'm looking at resources, and I'm pulling all this together, and just to see, a pregnancy center be a light and pull girls out from that poverty is what they're doing. They're giving life to their children. They're, encouraging them to choose life. They're saying we have everything you need, and they're taking women out of a poverty mindset that's, you can't do it. You can't do it. You don't ever have to tell someone you can't do something. Of course you can. You just need to put your mind to it, right? Or you can't afford a baby, or whatever issue they are dealing with. they're saying yes, there's plenty of help, and it's the truth. There is so much help to help people. Even if you're struggling and you're at the bottom, which I talk about with my whole divorce here, hitting rock bottom, you can use resources to pull you out of that. So, if I had a child with me, I would be using even more resources. I would. If I was, young and pregnant and in a situation, I don't know that there's a situation so bad as what I just went through when you unexpectedly went through a divorce with nothing left. Even if you're young and pregnant, you usually have friends that can help you, or you usually have a family that is going to help you in some way. But when you go through a divorce where nothing is left and it's unexpected, that is something that I don't even think most women have to even think about, going at that level of poverty with a child. So there's usually still more help out when you're young. So there's a million ways to help young moms, especially with babies. People want to help out a lot. So as I move forward and call pregnancy centers more, I'm looking for more solutions. So it's just great to see these relationships are so welcoming in the community to pregnancy centers, because they offer so much hope. They're a light in the community. They're doing God's work, and or trying to do God's work. I was even being told this is a community that has a lot of trash and garbage on the sidewalks, and the community usually cleans up the sidewalks for this pregnancy center to come over and help people. So they clean it up and they welcome them, and that's an amazing testimony in this culture where abortion is so prevalent. Even as I looked on the website of a couple places, I see abortion centers with, oh, they did a good job. The abortionist did a great job. I hardly had any cramping. It's not a good job. It's a rotten, evil thing that they're doing. And just because you didn't have many cramps doesn't mean that you don't have consequences. So we want to support these pregnancy centers, guys. They're working hard. This one is very busy with girls there throughout the day needing help. So we want to help even more. Okay, thanks for joining me, guys.